everybody, John from Homestead Evolution. During this video we're going to be doing a giveaway. During this video, at the bottom of your screen there'll be a hashtag giveaway and the name of an item at the bottom of the screen. To enter, subscribe to our page and leave a comment, hashtag giveaway, and the name of the item. We will choose the winner of this item on March 4th, 2018, and that'll be the next video that we put out, and we'll announce the winner. Hey everybody, it's John from Homestead Evolution. Had a few requests on how to set up GQF Incubator. We have the GQF 1502 Sportsman with the water reservoir. So what today I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit about setting it up out of the box. We've had ours for a couple years now. Love this product. You can pretty much hatch your golf ball in this thing. So first thing you want to do when you get yours is, of course, take it out of the box, and it is a huge box. Keep the box. If you've got any problems, GQF suggests that you send it back in the same box. Then you want to go ahead and plug it in. We've got ours plugged into a power strip. There'll be some packaging material here keeping the doors. You'll have to unhook, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the racks had some type of cardboard or something to keep them from moving around. Once you unhook all your packaging, go ahead and plug it up, turn it on. Your fan should come on, and on the side it should be set for 100 degrees or 99 degrees. Alrighty, on the digital panel it'll have directions on how to set it, all the pertinent information, but you'll see a setting for cooler, warmer, manual, and auto. And it'll cycle through incoming temperatures, incubation temperatures, the humidity, and turner count. It'll keep cycling through this. That's just normal for it. You'll see the warmer click on every now and then, keeping it at the normal temperature it's supposed to be. Let it set for about 48 hours, so it'll regulate temperature, humidity, and you can see what you need to do to adjust. The cooler and warmer buttons are for your temperature setting. The manual and auto button are for the actual turner settings inside the machine. To operate the manual, you will click and hold the manual button, and it will level the shelves so you can get your eggs in and out. Once you're done that, come back, click the automatic button. Light will stay green. It is now fully operational, fully automatic, and it will turn these eggs every so many hours. Alrighty, as you can see, the shelves are turned, as I was talking about. If you click and hold the manual button, it'll go through its cycle, and you will just click and hold this button until your shelves level out. Once they get to the desired space you want, take your finger off the button, it'll stop. It allows you to load your eggs, get out your hatching tray. For watering bucket, we went ahead and bought the bucket and the reservoir. It's a really good item to have, especially if you're busy, have a full-time job like we do. It's a 5-gallon bucket. Has a quick disconnect here, a clamp, cut off, so if you need to disconnect and pull your tray out for any reason, you can. Alright, and there's a float here, float valve, that'll let water in. The fan is, of course, blowing air across the surface of the water, which gives you your humidity. It's warm air, creates the humidity in the chamber. To increase the humidity of your chamber, GQF sells a wick that fits down in between these slots. We put the wicks in for hatching when it comes time for lockdown, and we want to increase our humidity level to 55 to 65%. We'll put a wick in here, and of course it'll absorb more, gives it more surface for that air to heat up. Okay, to demonstrate the wicks and how they go in, this is a watering system from an older GQF I bought off of a gentleman who was getting out of hatching quail. So this is an older version, but the premise is still the same. You can see the dividers here for your wicks. So your wick will go in the dividers, and for this model it feeds in through the back and another hole over here for the float, and of course the water would soak up. So if you needed to lower the humidity, you either take a wick out or you take a piece of cellophane, and what I do is I wrap it like this, so as the fan's blowing towards the surface water, it'll hit this, but it'll still have some moisture in here and here, and that will adjust your humidity level up and down. You'll probably have to give it a little bit, go ahead and put your cellophane in, wait an hour, come back, look at it, make whatever adjustments are necessary. The water that we use is distilled water. I would suggest you use distilled water. You can get it from anywhere. Well water, city water have too many impurities in it. When you put them in the incubator, you can end up with lime scale and other things. Here is your water line right here. You know, of course, make sure that you have enough water in this. This will probably last me about a day, maybe a day and a half before I need to add water. I usually add 3 or 4 gallons at a time, and that holds us for several days. Temperature and humidity settings. When setting the temperature, we set ours at 99.5 and the humidity at 45 to 55%. At lockdown, we set our temperature still at 99.5 and humidity at 55 to 65%. If you're setting multiples, run your humidity at 55%, which is the high end of the incubation, but low end of hatching. You want to be sure that you space your hatches apart so you're not opening the cabinet when you have eggs in the hatchery. That way you don't shrink wrap your chicks in the hatchery, unless you have another cabinet that you're doing hatching in. We picked up a few from a gentleman that was not hatching anymore. Some needs to be cleaned up and they need to be new fan unit and so forth, but for the price we couldn't pass it up. So we're going to convert one of those into a hatcher. That way we won't run into that problem in our hatches. We can produce more throughout the year. Alright, when it comes time to set eggs, we bought the set trays at GQF. They hold 124 quail eggs. You will put your point side of your egg down and you will fill your rack up. And then once the rack is full, you will slide in your rack. Each shelf will hold at least 2 to 4. You could slide it all the way to the back. So each shelf will hold 2 racks on the bottom and 2 on top. You can stack these with these little tips right here. You'll be able to put another tray on top. So technically you can get 4 trays per shelf. Your hatching tray. When it comes time to set your eggs down into the hatching tray, level your shelves out. Your eggs will be up here. Level your shelf. Pull out your hatching tray. We buy the GQF liner. There'll be 2 sides to it, a textured side and a smooth side. We leave the texture side up. And one thing we do is we get a shelf liner. You can get this from any store. And we lay that in here, cut it to size, and lay it in. What we found out is we get more splayed leg chicks if we don't put this in here. Some people put paper towels, some people don't, but it's very slick and they can't get good footing. And we end up with more splayed leg chicks when we do that. So this piece of shelf liner, rubberized shelf liner, you can get anywhere, has dramatically cut our splayed legs down dramatically. After the hatching is done and they've gone into the brooder, I just roll all this up and throw it away. Some people use bleach water and clean this. I find it easier to throw it away because you can get this pretty cheap anywhere, and it just, for me, it's better to go ahead and just throw it away and the liner away. Alrighty, at day 14 you'll take your eggs out and candle your eggs. We use the Magic Fly Cool LED candler. It has an attachment on it based upon what size egg you need. We use the small size for the quail, or you can use the large size for chicken or so forth. Suggest you go to a dark room, turn off the lights, plug it up. Any clears you do not want to set into your hatcher. So you will be raising your humidity between 55 and 65%. You've put in your sponges and you are now in lockdown. Alrighty, lockdown. On day 14 you will put your eggs down into the hatcher and you will not open your incubator. Your eggs should hatch about day 17, give or take a day. Once the chicks start to hatch, they can survive 48 hours on their yolk sac. So once you see all the nice cute fuzzies in there running around and cheeping or chirping, whatever they're going to do, don't open it up for 36 hours. Okay, these are pulp trays we get from GQF. These trays right here are chuck-ar trays that I have my eggs in. Our eggs are very large here at our farm. This is a standard quail tray. As you can see, it's very small, and as you can tell, our eggs do not fit into that tray. It's one of the things we try to do is have a nice size, consistent egg. So these paper cartons you can get at GQF as well. And when we collect our eggs every morning, this is how we collect them. Alright everybody, we're going to be at the Homesteaders of America Conference this year as AJ Farms, LLC, on October 12th and 13th in Front Royal, Virginia at the fairgrounds this year. Come out, check us out, and we'll see you there.